Over the years, our goals have, I think, come into sharper focus. We're trying to do more, and we're trying to go deeper. By being very serious, methodical, and almost philosophical about our approach to food delivery, food selection, food preparation, we are bringing new assets to the families and to the individuals who come to us as one of their grocery store options, if you will. We also have focused in a very fierce way on improving the quality of the food products that we distribute. So now we're able to distribute fresh eggs. We're also able on a daily basis to distribute fresh produce.
When our neighbors first come to see us, our first priority is to meet their basic needs, such as food. And we do that by providing them opportunities to shop in our food pantry. If they need other needs, such as clothing, we'll give them vouchers to our thrift store. If they need housing, then we may screen them to see if they're eligible for any of our housing programs.
We work hard at helping people discover a sort of new life trajectory, if you will, so that we're not just now talking about food. We may be talking about referral to our health center, and it goes on and on and on. We even open the AmeriCorps team to some of the folks who first came to us seeking help with food. And so food becomes an open door into the lives of new friends.
We see 150 neighbors walk through our doors every day. We hear story after story. Some stories stick with you more than others. There's one particular story I'd like to share with you today that began with a neighbor who had been out of work for about 3 years or so after working his entire life. Found himself unemployed, made it through day by day, week by week for 3 years, and then couldn't find a job, was about to get kicked out of his apartment, had no food in the cupboard. And so the neighbor went to CitySquare to get food. And at the same time, while he was there getting food, he found out about CitySquare's AmeriCorps program. And so before even going home, he filled out an application for AmeriCorps and was accepted that day. And so he went home and came back the very next day and started work at AmeriCorps. So within the span of 2 days, his cupboards were filled, and now he had a job.
Our ultimate goal is self-sufficiency for our families. We don't want them to continue this cycle. We want them to break the cycle and be able to lift themselves up out of poverty. It's just that many families need some assistance with this, and that's where CitySquare comes in.
The last thing that we could help them with was housing, and CitySquare had just opened up 511 North Akron, and he was able to secure an apartment. Once the neighbor moved into City Walk, and that got him out of his terrible living situation. And so that just fulfilled, that just completed the 4-H's, helped him with the food, helped him with hope by getting the job and back in school. Full-time employment led to the health benefits, and the steady source of income allowed him to leave his bad neighborhood and move downtown into City Walk.
CitySquare's food initiatives provide everyone in Dallas a real, clean, clear opportunity to invest directly in the well-being and improvement of life in this community. With hundreds of thousands of people facing the challenges of poverty and food insecurity and hunger, you don't have to go around the world to make a difference in the lives of other human beings.
That story of the neighbor going from 3 years of unemployment, on the verge of homelessness, to now being gainfully employed, back in school, working towards a better future, living in a brand new, beautiful building, that might seem unrealistic and unreal, but it's really not. It's a story I remember very well because it is my story. It's a story I went through, and it's an experience I've lived since I've been associated with CitySquare.